We're back.
We're
Hello.
back. I haven't been here since like 1 o'clock last night, so I'm full of energy. But I see faces that maybe aren't quite so full of energy. I'm Anna Prosser Robinson, one of your hosts, and this is Nolan, your other host.
Howdy. So Nadja, how are you doing? Because you've had some gaming today. You had some very serious. You're taking this convention seriously.
You're a hard man.
I mean, I got to play 2 dwarves back to back. It was my favorite race. The first one was very, very polite and reserved and awkward. The second one was, I don't know, hardcore.
Why are dwarves your favorite?
They have very loud personalities. And just, they're good at brawling, I find. Like, whenever I play a dwarf, I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to hit something with my because that's what we do.
Hitting things
Where's
good.
live by?
You know, when in doubt, smash it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm actually still totally awake. If I were at work today, I'd still have about 3 more hours to go. So.
And you're back later, right? You're on the game mastering.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I have never GM'd a game not on Roll20. So
Okay,
Ooh.
that's kind of awesome. I didn't realize that all of your GMing was within Roll20.
Yeah, I'm a total noob, but I'm here anyway.
Heck yeah!
I had a similar problem because I never played a Dungeons and Dragons game outside of Roll20 until like this year ever. So I totally understand that.
The secret is, outside of Adam early on, none of us had done much outside of playing. Like the secret is, we started this just playing 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Don't tell anybody that because they get very angry. But we are not old. We were not raised from the cradle tabletopping either. So
yes, yeah, I feel like I missed out on the like get off my lawn panel earlier. So
there was that for those who have been here since the publishing and the digital age. Oddly, outside of Cody and Mike Pondsmith, most of that panel was like physical products only. Like it was a very interesting, yeah, which was odd with the group we had. I would have thought that there would have been a little bit more give and take, but it was interesting. It's one of those things, like, it's part of the fun of a convention is that you put people on camera and you have no idea what's going on.
The fun.
Right, the fun.
Well, I'm really excited too because Nolan, you mentioned that donations are up to like $1,700 or so for Cybersmile, right?
nice.
Right. We are $1,750, I believe, is the donations. Some of that is fudge. We've been having to. So Cybersmile, for those who don't know, they're actually based out of the UK, and so we are getting some donations in pounds, and so it's like figuring out the what it's 1.5 equivalent in the pounds to try to get that dollar US total for those of us who are more familiar with that.
I was gonna say, like, isn't a pound like a pound is to a dollar what like a platinum is to a gold?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Canada.
Right.
So we deal in copper here right now.
Yes.
So a pound is like, oh my god, I could pay my rent with 2 of those.
We'll see what we can do later to get everything in like every possible. We'll get the yen donation total and see what we can go with.
I haven't done my donation yet, but I'm totally going to, because I want to help Cybersmile, but also because I want that pack. That's
right. It is super nice. We should mention on the pack, that brings up an excellent point. Earlier today, so our Twitch alert somehow broke our own tracking of who has donated for the pack. So if you donated and you have not gotten the pack yet, send us an email at team@roll20.net with your PayPal and whatever your Roll20 account email is, so we can make certain we get everything connected. There was about 2 hours there where for some reason it got very angry and stopped tracking that. So there was some hectic programming this morning, but luckily everybody was around. Magics of the convention, so we were able to get that fixed. But yeah, if you do have an issue with that, if you have donated and you haven't gotten a pack yet, please let us know because we want to make certain that you get that.
I know that there are some other cool ways that people can actually, like, it feels like there's a lot of give backing going on, and I was just notified there's some really cool coupon codes that I can share with people. The first one is for Margaret Weiss. It's Weiss, right? That's how you say it. And this is for 20% off. It can be used on Drive-Thru RPG or the Margaret Weiss site, which is at margaretweiss.com. And I think should I just copy the
yeah, it goes. So this is something that Margaret donated to us in as part of the event. You know, something extra for the people who are around and viewing. So thank you for doing that, because it's super awesome. And yeah, it's just another opportunity to get some cool swag. You can't go to a convention without getting a little bit of swag, right? Like it breaks some sort of rule of nature if you go to a convention and you don't come back with anything.
I like that. I think that's true. You're supposed to get swag. And then there's actually a second one. Surprise! More things. Open up your goodie bags. There's also one from Pinnacle Entertainment. And the code itself is cool. It's get $5 for Roll20CON 2016. It's very descriptive. So this code gives each GM and player at Roll20CON 2016 $5 off one order at www.peginc.com. So use it on bundles like Deadlands, Savage Worlds, GM Starter Kit, etc., and I'll put that in chat as well.
I just looked, and that Margaret Weiss, it's not at Margaret Weiss, it's at, there should have been a space. Magics. Chat caught it.
Okay. I shall fix it. I shall fix and send it again. But first, I'm going to send this Pinnacle.
Yeah, thank you to them for donating that for everybody, or for giving those discounts to everybody attending the convention. So jump in, get some cool Savage World and Margaret Weiss products, get some fun, and go from there. So how soon until Riley comes along and yanks us off the air?
I think we have. Yeah, I think we
already. You get off.
Okay, so that's our cue. So next we've got advanced Roll20 usage. It'll be Steve, and I think Phil is helping him out. So hang in for that if you want some tips and tricks on how to use the coolest elements of Roll20.